If you have been running A/B tests long enough, you probably have seen something like this. You have almost the same number of observations, number of users, you have almost the same number of conversions, and you have almost identically the same conversion rates. So how do you make a decision? Is this experiment inconclusive? Does it mean that this experiment has nothing to teach us? I beg to disagree. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I make decisions when the experiment seems to be going nowhere. Now, some context about this particular experiment. I created this experiment in this video. You can see it end to end from the idea to the implementation and the tracking in PostHog. And today we are going to review the metrics here. I have 17 days of data. And before we dive in the numbers, I want to show you what the experiment was about. So the experiment is running on this page. In the previous video, we checked Microsoft Clarity, we have seen recordings and we have seen heat maps, and we discovered that people tend to click on this item here, which is on-demand content, and later they tend to convert by clicking the save the results. Convert meaning they become a lead. If you click here, you fill the form, you become a lead. Okay, so this is the process. And with Microsoft Clarity, we discovered that a lot of people are clicking here and later they become a lead. So I thought, why don't I place the same button basically here at the bottom of the description and give them a faster way to get to the form. So this was the treatment. And again, we wanted to remove friction. We wanted to make it easier for them to get to the action of leaving the email to save the results. Now, as you may have understood from the introduction, this didn't quite work out the way I intended. We didn't get more conversion, but was it a failure? I think it wasn't. Let me show you why. So in PostHog, the tool does not only track conversions, it also tracks how much time it takes for a user to convert. And here you have average time and median time. Now, if you observe the variation, which is B, it's way faster to convert than the original, than the control. Now, the difference here is 53 seconds over 261 seconds total. That is an improvement in conversion speed of 20%. The conversion rate didn't increase. At the end of the story, we are persuading the same number of people, but we're doing that a lot faster. Now, what I wanted to get from this video is that time is a metric that in CRO is often disregarded. Nobody thinks about time, but actually the effect of the changes we make on the page often affect speed more than it affects persuasion. I hope you grasp the insight here. So speed is something different from persuasion, and speed matters. Why? Because in an environment where people are distracted and in an environment where anything can happen during the session, during the visit, well, actually converting 20% faster, although the two variants here have exactly the same conversion rate, I believe B is better just because it's faster. And I would go with a faster variant every day of the week and twice on Sunday. So time is super important when you are evaluating the results of your experiment. If you use PostHog, time is made explicit. Anyway, my call for this particular experiment is to let it run one more week and then see if this difference in time remains stable and if there is any difference in conversion rate that appears with one more week of data. All right, that's it for this video. I'll see you at the next one. Ciao.